Yeah, I just bought it yesterday, so I don't even know how it works.
You bought it here?
Well, I know a little.
Okay.
If you want, I can give you tips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always wanted one, and then my flight got delayed, and I missed.
You don't have a card here.
Formula 1.
No, don't do that.
It's okay.
No, it's fine.
You can begin you can start when you
When
want.
to start, okay.
Yeah, I have to search for the
Microphone thing?
Microphone thing.
Recording thing. There it is. Cool.
Well, okay, so nice that you're here.
Happy to be here with you too.
Yeah.
Costa Rica.
It's good, yeah. We just had a drink earlier, so already asked some questions. So now think about it again. But you're here to give a retreat, or how do you or a course?
Yeah, it's a retreat. It's a retreat because we're not doing what we always do. We are in a different place. You see, like having our space. So we are in a retreat, but within the retreat, I am sharing a process. That is a 8-day process.
Can you explain something more about the 8-day process?
The 8-day process is a process to become breatharian, to learn how to energize your body from the nature's energy, the cosmic energy, in which I teach different breathing techniques to amplify our capacity to increase our energy, and contains also other elements like fasting with juices. We also allow for people that want to try to do dry fast, or who feels ready to try. In which also we share other techniques like transferring energy through the hands. I teach also people how through their senses they can feel the energy and be nourished their bodies.
So I spoke to a man before this day, and I asked him about breatharianism, and he said he had never heard of it before. And I asked him, what kind of question would you ask if we were talking to you? And he said, well, how the hell do you stay alive?
That's a good one. How do stay alive? Okay. As I mentioned before, it's actually pretty easy. What I do is different breathing techniques. For example, I wake up in the morning, I take a shower, and then I sit in my garden and I breathe. And then I go faster. And as I breathe, I am using my body like a dynamo. You know what is a dynamo? Only that you accelerate the velocity and gains energy. So this breathing technique, what it does is that it stimulates our cells, makes our cells vibrate faster. And when the cells vibrate, they friction with each other, they rub with each other, and in this friction they create energy, as well as they multiply. Yeah. So that's one of my practices. I do this in the morning, in the night, and whenever I feel that I need to have more energy for any activity, like playing sports or something like that.
Okay, so everyone should do this, like every day, a breathing technique a few times a day, and
yeah, that's what we always do. I do, and I teach this to people that come to participate in my retreats. How to do this, how to perform the breathing sessions in the right way, how to notice the characteristics of the air, because in the air exists temperature, moisture, smell, exists light, exists information. So we learn how to tap into those frequencies, and our body that is intelligent, it takes advantage of those energies and use them for the goodness of it.
Yeah, because there are a lot of misconceptions for people who don't really know about breatharianism. They just think like, oh, then you don't eat or you don't drink and that's it. But it's more to that, of course.
Actually, yes, and actually breatharianism, the real breatharianism, as it is written in the word, is breath, air, that already is talking about breathing air, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not related to not eat. And actually I never encourage or I don't promote not eating, because what I actually teach is simply how to get energy, yeah? And then people create their own balance between their food because now they have an extra source of nourishment. So they can nourish from the nature, but also they can enjoy the food as they feel. But the awesome stuff is that you will not feel the need any longer, like the survivor mode about food, the attachment that tells the mind that if you don't eat, you will die.
Yeah.
That will fade away and you will feel so safe because you have an extra source of nourishment that gives you life beyond the food.
Yeah, so you don't have to miss out on anything, you just gain more
Yeah, exactly.
pleasure.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's not about taking you out of any happy experience like eating. It's actually giving you the chance to be free and to enjoy that, but from a place of enjoyment and pleasure, you see, and choosing the diversity in the right way to create balance in your body, to be healthy, because as you know, a lot of the programming or the belief system that has been created in society
Yes.
talks about if you don't eat 3 times or 5 times a day, you will die, you see. So this has been implanted in the people, so people they work for the food, they do everything for the food, their time, their thoughts are focused in their food, but this, what it does is to liberate you from all of that and opens the door to other realms in which you are all the time aware of the energy of the people around yourself, within yourself, in the nature, in the cosmos. And as you have this perception of the energy, you can breathe, you can welcome that energy into your body, and because this energy is intelligent, will harmonize, will organize, will put order into our systems again.
Yeah, because I'm vegan and not a breatharian, not yet, and I already get judged by people who don't understand the concepts. They still have the belief system that we need to eat meat. So I'm used to be judged for that, and now I think like when I go to do a breatharian course, wow, the vegans will not understand me. It's a little much further than that. How do you deal with this? How do you explain this to people who really don't understand this?
I explain it the way how I explain it to you. It's about energizing our bodies and creating a connection with the source, like the source of life that in religions have been called chi, prana, ki, depending the culture and what part of the world it is perceived, this energy. For example, in South America, we call this energy pacha. And it's just about telling to people how they can connect with the nature, how they can receive more energy from it. It's about taking advantage of what we have already, because the prana, the energy is here, and we just take advantage of it through conscious breathing. And that's what I will tell to people. I will not tell them about not eating or that this is about a diet, because this is not a diet. This is not about not eating. This is simply something about using your breathing technology to consciously increase the amount of energy in your body.
Yeah, and this already has been scientifically proven, right?
Yeah, I have done experiments in my own body, for example, in Holland, in the States. I did experiments with the GDV technology of Dr. Korotkov from Russia. And we did measurements to see if actually my energy was higher than a normal people. And the tests are amazing because people normally are between 3 joules of energy, and my energy is between 6 to 7 joules of energy. That is way more than normal people. Yeah?
Wow, yeah.
Also my chakras, very aligned, very big, and my organs, all the health of my body, the distribution of energy in my organs, very even. I also did experiments in my brain to see how the different brain waves alterate through my practices. And we found out something amazing related to the alpha state, the beta state. And actually it was so amazing that when in the experiment, the engineer that was with me, she was surprised because she had never seen something like that. The difference was, I just struck that very nicely. So what we found out is that as we practice these breathing techniques that increase our energy in our bodies, also the energy is fired into our brain. Yeah? And our brain responds by amplifying its brain waves. So, for example, in my case, there was the baseline, that is like the normal baseline that my brain stays when I'm in a normal life. But when I use my techniques, the brainwave went to a very high peak, very, very high peak. And the amazing thing was that it created like an octave. When you play the piano, you go to an octave of the note. It was the peak so high that instead of going flat, it created like a wave, like a reflection, like shadow of it that she just never have seen that before. And actually they were studying people that do meditation and all of that. Yeah. So that's why they invite me to do it. And that was amazing. And those kind of experiments.
Yeah, and also with a group that participated, right?
Yeah.
They measured.
I measured the participants too because after I did the experiment, I was like, wow, actually this thing is working. This thing is real. Because when you see the science that is the computer telling you, yes, this is happening, I was like,
want to show it.
Wow, this is real. So I decided to buy all the equipment, you see, and I create my own lab. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I then study a lot of that, self-study. And then I learned all of it, and then I decided to do it with the participants of my retreats, of the 8-day process.
Yes.
And what we have found is amazing. Not only how they increase their energy in their bodies after the process in difference with before, but people that, for example, have artificial legs, or people that have surgeries, people that have chronic illnesses, they just disappear. Because in this technology we can see which organ of the body is damaged, which organ is in danger. And it's amazing to see before when the organs are so weak, and after when they have so much energy, and the energy is so evenly distributed in the body, that we are just so happy that to finally being able to put this in a more scientifically proven way, you see, so that people that really want to know, they can feel more confident, because when science is behind, always builds confidence in people.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I saw the video and you saw that the chakras aligned from the people. Yeah. And the aura was like stronger, or thicker.
Thicker and stronger and very symmetrically even, you see. So that's beautiful. To see yourself having good alignment of your chakras, good alignment of your meridians, seeing yourself that has your organs filled with energy is something that gives a good relief for people, you see, because they know they are healthy.
Yes. And your participants right now, you're in Costa Rica, you're on their 7th day.
We are in our 7th day of the process. We did 3 days of dry fast. Some people did it 3 days, the ones that feel more stronger and confident. Other people of maybe like advanced age, because we have, for example, a participant of 78 years.
78?
Yeah, and she did 1 day of dry fast.
Okay.
But we all do it, we all try it, yeah? And it's amazing because they believe at the beginning that it's going to be difficult, but because we do the breathing techniques, it makes it very easy. So the breathing techniques gives you energy in the morning when you wake up, so you feel safe. You don't feel that you are lacking something or that you're gonna feel weak. Nothing at all. You're just all the time in good energy, stable. And actually, I also do experiments or measurements of the energy of people during the dry fast, to show them how they are not eating, not drinking, but the energy is still increasing.
How do you measure?
With the technology of the Dr. Korotkov.
You take it with you?
Yeah, I have it here with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's so
I
cool.
carry it with me all over all my retreats so I can do it with everybody, to have more data.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice for them as well.
That's what I'm talking about. They love it because they can see the before and after and the during, and it's like, wow, this thing is actually happening. And they know that they are not in danger, you see, they are so safe, the energy is so stable, and even better than before. So mostly because of this energy increases, the people rejuvenate a lot. They heal deep core issues, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical chronic issues that they just disappear because there is so much energy that it regenerates the organs, you see, and replaces the organs that are weak, replaces the cells that are damaged, and just regenerates everything.
You have an example from one of your participants this week? Something...